Where's my reverser? Yo, 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 here we go. It's Coach Guy. This is the 7 to 9-year-old division for the Upward Ninja and Bouldering September 9th competition. To start off, you have all of the truss and truss pads are off limits, and all the walls are off limits, and the hardware, obviously, anything that's like set up, right? Things like the actual things that clamp it on, and then the straps on obstacles as well. Other than that, and the carpet, you're allowed to pretty much do everything. Stay off the ground unless specified, and don't touch the truss unless specified. Okay, here's our first. You start on this rubber mat, and you'll make your way across these obstacles to get your point on that blue block that starts in the next lane where the rings are at. Here's a POV demo version. You can use the boomerang if you'd like to, or jump across here. And then you have a drop down to an angled step. And right here is where your first point is. If you touch the ground or the truss before then, you don't get your point. Next, you get these ring swings to the black block right there for your second point. Pretty self-explanatory. Don't use the straps. Don't touch the ground or the black mat. Swinging across the rings. Point number 2, right there. Next, you can swing or slide down, rather, on this ring slider to get your next point on the bouncy mat platform here. Okay, do not touch the wall. Do not touch the truss. You can use these blocks to balance. And remember, I will give you a little beta, they are not fixed. Okay, right here, some of you will want to touch the truss, but we're saying no truss. Only balance across this pipe here, okay? You get this point all the way up here. If you fall down before you get here, you work pretty hard on your balance and you wouldn't get the point. Make sure you get all the way up on here for this point. There you go. That is your fourth point. Next, you've got this pipe here that's about 4 feet, 3.5 feet tall, something like that from this mat. You can use it if you want to swing on it to get to the next block here. And you don't have to have this unless you need it. Okay, that'll be extra. Give you a side view. Boom, all right? So you can jump, use that pipe if you want to get here, or you don't have to, you can just jump there. Then we'll give you this ring here, and you will swing across from this platform to that block over there. Big swing, super fun, right? And from here, you've got the board to balance on, and this is the one place you are allowed to use the truss pads. It's right here, right here. If you'd like to, you can use them. We also have this ring here that you can use. So I'll step back so you can see it. Going from this point, this is the end of the last platform and the start of the next point, obstacle. Balance, platform here. Make your way down the pipe. Right? And to clarify, we're not going to have this ring here. That's for the younger division, so you've got to use just the pipe to get down to here. All right, and then that truss. If you're allowed to use the truss there, I'm going to say this obstacle, you can use the truss here to get onto this so that it's clean. This whole obstacle, you can use the truss. That one and those two, okay? This point goes from there all the way to this platform. So you've also got to get across these sideways tires to get this point. Okay, this next point starts right here. And you're going across this balance. You can use any of this ladder here. It's a ladder on the ground, so you can balance on it here, or you can use the sides. The point's not done yet. You don't get this point till you get all the way up to the angled step there, which is hiding behind there. On this obstacle, you can use these angled steps. You can use the slack line. This would count as truss. You cannot use this, the I-beam, and you cannot touch that beam there either. So just the angle steps, the slack line, and notice this is a pretty big gap to jump. Some of you might be able to do it, but if you are unable to, remember you're allowed to use the slack line. Hands and feet, all is good, your whole body's good on this obstacle. Nothing's off limits for yourself. Just don't touch the carpet. This is your point. This starts the next obstacle. Go across this balance board. Utilize the angle step and the barrel swings to get to here for your next point. You can use the straps with your hands, feet. This is a full body obstacle. If you can jump that far, you can just jump, but it's at an angle, so it's pretty tricky, all right? So hands and feet, however you'd like to get to that angle step. It's not too far. I mean, get to this mat, right? This starting block. It's not that far, but it's kind of a tricky obstacle, all right? Next, still not touching the ground, you will step directly up to this block here. We've got a rope that can help you get up as high as you need to and swing and or reach to get to these special deliveries from this block. Special deliveries, the tray. The way to get this point is you land inside of this green, you get your point. If you land in it and fall out, you wouldn't get the point. You gotta land in it just like it's an island and then clear the mat because you're not allowed to touch this. So jumping down to here, this will start your next point. This point goes to here. From the green square to the green M rubber mat. You can use this ring if you'd like. Not the strap, but the ring. And it's a bungee ring, super fun. All right, once you land on this mat, you get the point, and this unlocks the warped wall. Run up the 9 or 10 foot warped wall. You're allowed to use the slot to get on top. All right, you can watch that. Come if you have any questions. We'll do a quick walkthrough when you get here and specify any questions that you have. Looking forward to it.